So here's another example of the model I use that has got me multiple payouts and has passed me multiple prop firm account challenges. So here we have a 15-minute SIBI, right? And we have buy side liquidity up here. As I said, the first step of this model is to find a fair value gap or liquidity, basically an area on the higher time frame where price could reverse or trade into. So here's the fair value gap, price trades into there. The second step is look for SMT on a higher time frame or a lower time frame. It's not needed, but it is helpful. Do we have an SMT? Let's look right here. Price failed to sweep the high on ES, but on NQ, price swept it right here perfectly. So we have number 2. Now we need to drop into a lower time frame and look for one of the entry models I have given here: inversion fair value gap, BPR, which is a balanced price range, or breaker block. So if we go down into a 5-minute time frame, is there any potential area that you see price could reverse from? Well, you might see this fair value gap, but what I seen was this fair value gap right here that could become an inversion fair value gap. I'll let you know how we're able to tell to use this one and not this fair value gap up here. So if we drop down to the 1-minute chart, how do we know that this fair value gap on the higher time frame was not going to get traded into? Well, we did have this fair value gap that we had marked up, which was the 5-minute inversion fair value gap. It was a SIBI, it was a BISI that we were expecting for price to react away from. So if we zoom in right here, right, we see that price was dropping a lot. We see price was dropping a lot right here. And what did I say? We look for one of these opportunities. Was there a breaker block or an inversion somewhere? Not really. Was there a higher time frame inversion? Yes, there was, which was the 5-minute one that I had just showed you guys. Now, since we have that marked up, we ask ourselves, is price inside of a macro? There's a macro from here, which is 12:15 to 12:45 Los Angeles time. What does price do at this time of day? First, let's ask ourselves, do we have a target to a lower time frame, obvious swing, high or low? Yes. We have equal lows right here, right? So we have an obvious target. So what does price do at 12:15 to 12:45, which was number 4 of the number 4 right here? It's price inside of a macro. Here's the macro. Price trades into it at 12:43, and there's your entry. You could take it down right here, or even lower if you decided to hold longer. This model happens nearly every day, or at least 2 times a week.